Looks like old Debo was right. James Trashberry. Woo, man. 49ers got your number, man. Dude, I think they want to get a piece of your ass in the NFC title game out in Santa Clara, too. They'll rip you a new one. They will rip you a new one. Don't worry, your execution date is January 14th, the opening round of the playoffs. Don't worry. It'll be a quick death. Okay? You won't have to worry. Head will come off clean like you're William Wallace. Okay? It'll be nice and clean. You won't have to worry about a couple hacks. Okay? Won't be anything crazy. Just be a clean cutoff. Absolutely. Team ain't going anywhere. And watch this. We beat the Gigantes. Hey, we beat the Cardinals. You better hold. Hey, get this. Here's something you got to think about. How many people think you blow out the Giants? How many people believe you blow out the Giants Sunday or Monday? How many people believe you blow them out? Jermaine goes, not me. Smart. Senor goes, the Eagles are 13.5 point. Oh, man. Micah goes, I do. You just got beat by Drew. What's his name? Drew Lock? Drew Lockey? What's his name? Is it Drew Lock? Who beat you this past weekend? What's his name? Drew Lock? Drew Lock threw a game-winning TD pass against your $17 million corner. Drew Lock. It's a new week. No, it's not. Maybe a new week, same shit. You're fighting yourselves. Nick / Bozo Sirianni. Don't worry, he'll be 2-3 soon. They'll start the parade of how fast before we get to blow this guy out. Look how far Jalen Hurts has fallen in the MVP race. How about this? A guy making $900,000 a year is the leading candidate at minus 200 with 3 games left to win the most valuable player award. Think of that. And come March, you're paying a guy $50 million. And you're paying – Jalen Hurts makes that a month. $900,000. Shit, he makes more than that. $50 million a year? He makes about $3 million a month. Man, wow. Wow. Guy makes $3 million a month. This guy makes $900,000 a year. Nathan goes, no one cares. You should care, Nathan. It's the reason your defense is in shambles because you went shopping at the dollar store. Don't expect coordinators to be fixing anything when you have trash pails playing at quarter or at linebacker, and you're expecting them to be Hugh Douglas. That's the problem you have. You're expecting these guys to be superstar players because why? They're all trash cans. We're running plays from Madden. I wish you ran plays from Madden. Honestly, I wish you ran plays from Madden. Brock Purdy's the most valuable player in the league. And he's not even the best player on his team. Dude. Brock, hey, how about this? If you are 30,000 feet looking down, John Lynch gave up 3 first-rounders for Trey Lance. And if Brock Purdy wins a Super Bowl at $900,000, is that a wash? Is that a wash? because of the money too. Is that a wash? Think about that. You lost future of your franchise. 3 first rounders. Man. Hey, who would you rather have as your quarterback right now? Brock Purdy or Jalen? Just curious. Just a off-the-cuff question. Do you think Brock Purdy – no, he couldn't run that offense because he'd have too many people from upstairs. Really, it's not a Jalen issue. It's an organizational issue. So I shouldn't say that because that's not fair because Jalen in San Francisco would be amazing. Probably Jalen would be everything Kyle Shanahan thought that Trey Lance would be if he had him in San Francisco. As a matter of fact, if this shit doesn't turn around for Jalen Hurts, boy, I'll tell you what, man, I don't know. But I'll tell you, San Francisco, that'd be a hell of a place for him because that's the kind of quarterback that they were looking for with Trey Lance, were they not? When they drafted Lance, they thought they were getting a guy that's going to play like Jalen Hurts. Right? Yeah. Wow. Could you imagine Jalen Hurts in San Francisco? He'd be unbelievable. Ayuk, Tebow, McCaffrey. Phenomenal defense. And a contract that's structured so you can keep all them dudes. Sign me up. Sign me up. Lamar Jackson second. Dak is third. How about Dak having a comeback year? He's now the top quarterback in the NFC East. McCaffrey's fourth in the MVP voting. Josh Allen is tied for fourth. Best quarterback in the NFL right now. Next to Purdy and him. Lamar too. Those 3 guys, man, are they electric. Josh Allen, Brock Purdy, and Lamar Jackson are just special. Joe Brady's done such a great job. Finally got some competent coordinators around him. Kudos to you, Buffalo, for doing the right thing. Unlike Hurts. Damn, where's Hurts on this list? 2 of 6. Oh, wait. Mahomes is 5th at plus 2,500. 2 of 6 at plus 2,800. And Jalen Hurts and Tyreek Hill are tied for 7th at plus 3,000. 2 weeks ago, he was the leading candidate. Remember I told you? He doesn't look good in any of them games. Over. I didn't get a chance to get to this the other day, and I want to get to it now. I get asked because of the NFL alumni, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, MVP, Coach of the Year, and because of the NFL honors, I vote every year. I have for the last 20 years, maybe 18 years. And as we're going into week 16, here are the 10 coaches that I look at that have done the best job of coaching this year so far as we go down the stretch. How come I don't see Bozo on here? At number 10, I got John Harbaugh. Maybe the most underappreciated coach in the National Football League is John Harbaugh. Winner of a Super Bowl, constant pro. There's one thing that you can do that you'll always know that will be successful. What is that? Hire Harbaugh. They always win. John or Jim, sign them. Draft them. Give him $20 million a year, whatever it takes. But you have to see why a guy like John Harbaugh and Jim Harbaugh would never fit in Philly. Why? The owner would be threatened. And so would the little guy, little Howie Roseman. He's not, little Howie Roseman. He would be threatened. 95% Doug, 5% Howie. I think by the end of the program, this thing may be underwater for him. Number 9. One of my favorite coaches in the National Football League. Dougie Peterson, baby. Doug's going to win his second division title, changing a shitty culture around that has no history of success whatsoever. He's changing a quarterback around, taking some bumps and bruises, but it's to be expected. It's the Jags. It's the Jags. We're not talking about Packers or Seattle or Pittsburgh, like stable organizations. Jacksonville's not a stable organization, but Doug's stabilizing it. He's completely stabilizing it. What a coach. Unbelievable. Massive mistake firing that guy. You should have kicked little Howie out of the building and left Doug in place. He might have won a Super Bowl. Or make both those guys have an arm wrestling contest and figure it out. That was the right thing to do. Like Jimmy Johnson and Jerry, they should have had an arm wrestling contest and figured it out. Like Belichick and Brady did for 20 years. There's no coincidence that Belichick and Brady figured it out for 20 years. They figured it out. Both guys have massive egos. Okay? Okay? Go get him, Dougie. Show that Super Bowl ring. You got it, my friend. Number 8, I think the job that Sean McVay. You can make the argument Sean McVay is the best coach in the NFC. You know, this guy's still the youngest coach in the NFC. I think he's 37. He's got 2 NFC championships and a Super Bowl win. How incredible is that? I think he's 37 still. This guy's younger than your boy. Okay? He's younger than your boy. But you know what he does? Look at what Kevin Demoff and Les Snead do in Los Angeles. The executives with the Rams. You know what they do? What do you want, Sean? He goes like this. Give me the most qualified coaches I could possibly hire. This guy's had Wade Phillips and Raheem Morris as his coordinators. You think he's putting in Sean Desai and then hiring a babysitter? That ain't happening. Hey, I got to find that out. How young is Sean McVay? He's still the youngest coach in the league. Sean McVay's age.
Sean McVay is 37 years old.
Who's the youngest head coach in the NFL?
According to Sporting News, 1. Sean McVay, Rams. When McVay was hired to take over the Rams, he became the youngest coach ever to be tabbed as the head man in charge. 6 years.
He's been there 6 years. He's 37. And you got Bozo Sirianni lying all week. This is probably going to be a shocker to you. Tone talked about him a little bit. If this thing plays out the way it is, kudos to Todd Bowles. Todd, you may have saved your job, man. They're fighting for the NFC South, albeit it's not a very good division. But you got Baker Mayfield as your quarterback. Okay? I mean, what a job by Todd Bowles riding the ship. Isn't Devin White out now? They got a boatload of injuries there in Tampa. Kudos to Todd Bowles, man. What a great coaching job he's done riding the ship. They're like Tone said, They're a different looking football team. They are. Baker's playing better football. I mean, really good. Okay. I'm going to go Kyle Shanahan at 6. Kyle's really done a nice job this year coaching that team. He really has done a hell of a job. Hell of a job of coaching. Wonderful. Beat the living piss out of the Eagles. Beat the piss really out of everybody. Righted the ship after a 3-game losing streak. The whole Trey Lance disaster. He has made he has made Brock Purdy into one of the best quarterbacks in the National Football League, let alone the NFC. Tremendous. How about this one at 5? I got Zach Taylor. Can you name me the quarterbacks that have been the quarterbacks for the Bengals this year? How are the Bengals 8-6? Who have been the quarterbacks? Joe Burrow, and then who've been the quarterbacks there? I mean, what a great job of coaching. He's a very underrated coach. Senor goes Joe Burrow's average. Then what's Hurts? Jake Browning. Hey, that guy's looking like he's somebody. Jake Browning looks like he's somebody, man. He does. Imagine that in the process you found yourself. Ken, that's a great one, Death Row. Absolutely, I agree with you 100%. Can he finish the job? That will be, without a doubt, the number one thing that you've got to – that's what Kyle Shanahan is right now. That is clearly part of the conversation about Kyle Shanahan. Can he close the deal? I'll tell you this. There's more pressure on them than Philly to win the Super Bowl. They got to win it. Philly's melting down. The Cowboys can't be relied on the road. You got to win it. Okay? Dan Campbell, kneecap eater. Isn't it funny? Dan Campbell had a shitty press conference, and yet I like him. Nick Sirianni has a shitty press conference, and I think he's a clown. Bozo Sirianni. I got Shane Steichen, number 3. You bet, man. I got old Shane. Number 3. The true head coach of the Eagles. Hey, let me ask you this. Let's put this out there. Now, let me finish that. I got Kevin Stefanski, 2. And I got DeMeco Ryans, number 1, for the NFL Coach of the Year. Ryans 1, Stefanski 2, Steichen 3, Campbell 4, Zach Taylor 5, Shanahan 6, Bowles 7, McVay 8, Peterson 9, and John Harbaugh, number 10. 2 I got there. Heck of a job. Great job, DeMeco Ryans. Okay? Let me ask you this. If Shane Steichen was still the head football coach, or, excuse me, it's like talking about the vice president of the United States, because sometimes I get that mixed up between Biden and Kamala Harris. So I kind of, I get confused sometimes on that one too. So now that we know what's going on here, if Shane Steichen was still in the building, would Jalen Hurts be evolving into being a quarterback that we saw last year? Oh, here's something that I do want to say this. I have a guy in here going like this to me. Sills, your hate for the Eagles is incredible. I hate what you're doing to him. Yeah. I hate what your organization's doing to a 10-4 team. Absolutely. I hate it. You have too much talent. You're a good football team. The Giants, I don't know if they win. You can't win a press conference. How are you going to win a game? You can't even get out of your own way. Every day has been a train wreck since last Tuesday. I mean, what are you talking about here? Actually, for the last month and a half. When's the last time you won a game? When's the last time you won a press conference? When's the last time you won a game? When's the last time you looked decent? When's the last time you did anything decent? Hurts in overtime against the Bills. Yep. When's the last time you did anything in a month decent? I mean, honestly, you can't even win a press conference. Every day, there's new intel. I can't believe the content you give, Big Cells. I can't believe the content. Hey, and by the way, don't get mad at me because I'm pointing out you suck and your coach is a filthy liar. Don't get mad at me. By the way, I'm going to say it one more time. I don't blame Jalen Hurts. As far as I'm concerned, Jalen Hurts is off the hook. You guys are going to go, you're not going hard on him? How can you go hard on somebody when you guys are systematically polluting the guy's offensive game plan? You're asking him to make more difficult throws than you did a year ago. He's not capable of doing that. You're not developing him. You're not helping him. You're putting him in a position to fail. You want him to beat Josh Allen so bad, and he is far from it. Don't take Josh Allen. He's a bum. You're wrong. Better coaching. Look at Allen with better coaching. He's a superstar. He's a superstar. Damn. This guy's killing it. Playoff picture. Let's see who you guys. Tone and I kind of went over this a little bit here. So the 49ers are the dominant team in the league, not just in the NFC. You're probably the third best team. I surely hope that you don't end up being below the Lions. Oh, but you are, because the Lions are in the 3-hole right now. Still a chance you can win your division. There may be a shot you drop one of these games. Angelo thinks you're going to lose the game up in New York at the end of the year. Ravens, that'll be some ball game. 2 11-3 teams playing this week. So the Dolphins, the Colts will play the Dolphins. The Chiefs, the Bengals will play the Chiefs. That could be interesting. And then the Browns would play the Jags in Jacksonville. Here's you guys. Cowboys, Rams. Rams go to Dallas, Arlington. That could be a tough game for Dallas, but Dallas is incredible at home. Then you have Vikings at Lions. Then the Bucks at Lincoln Financial against Philly. I don't know. You lost to Drew Lock. You lost to Drew Lock. This is how I think it goes. Dolphins beat the Colts. Chiefs beat the Bengals. Jags beat the Browns. So you would have Ravens hosting the Jags. And it would be Chiefs and Dolphins. Wow. That would look great. Cowboys beat the Rams at home. Lions beat the Vikings. Philly beats the Bucks. All right. So then the 49ers would host the Bucks. It'd be Bucks at 49ers. Philly, I'm assuming you're going to hold court. Detroit. And that's where you get beat. Lions beat you. Lions beat you. Damn. Woof. Hey, man. We're going to reset here. Going to also look at week 16. There's still a ton of, oh my God. Ton of content. I watched a little bit more of that press conference with Matt Patricia, and he was answering questions. I don't know if any of you have seen that. Okay. You have to go back and watch that thing. You really do. You have to go back and watch it. Power Hour's coming up. Keep it here on the National Football Show.
Eat chicken wings, buy Hooters things. Christmas is near. Shop, have a beer. Christmas shopping shouldn't be hard. Give your friends a Hooters gift card.
This year, stuff their stockings and yours too with a one-size-fits-all gift card. Buy a $25 Hooters gift card and receive a $5 Santa's bonus card. Make it Hooters for the holidays.
Eat chicken wings, buy Hooters things. Christmas is near. Gift cards are here. Good at Hooters everywhere now. Hooters gifts are always